It's good. What we gonna say next? Close the door for me, Hakeem. Hey, they afraid. Hey, my wife, homegirl counsel, man. So we back at you again for round 3. Hold on, brother. Be cool. Hey, can't tell them young girl alive right now, man. Remember, we told you how many people we got in the building. Let me get the chat pulled up, man. We're giving them time to get in the building. Hey, me and Hakeem finna crack heads. We finna crack domes. We nonstop. They like young girls just won't leave us alone. That's what they say. Young girls just won't leave us alone. So we're in the building with Hakeem making this noise in the background, singing. Okay, that strike went off yesterday or today. So we got that strike off, man. So we was at 2 strikes on. Now we down to 1. So we got a little breathing room there, man. We trying to stay in the guidelines on the YouTube thing, so that we don't get took down, man. We do this. This is what we do for a living. We bring it to you nonstop. I wish I had the brother Rod Haynes on so he could see what he see on this picture. So hopefully the brother come on, man. Let me get the chat pulled up so we can get started, bro. We're talking about Flintstone Masonry and the connection between these cartoons and these different stories put together by these, they telling you their story. Because remember, I just did a tape called, now my computer froze. See, look at it. I tell you. But I just did a tape called Yaku and Freemasonry. And remember, Yaku, he's the one that drafted the Frugalords, and the Frugalords are the Flintstones. And now you're gonna see the connection, because people was like, man, ain't no connection between Yaku and the Freemasonry. Yes, it is. The connection over to the Western Hemisphere, because Albert Pike was a Frugalord. Albert Pike was a Frugalord. We can show you. Horace Greeley was a Frugalord. We pointed these people out. Let's pull up some pictures of these people. George Washington, which is like similar ago, the same person. They Frugalords. And the Frugal, we're gonna break all of it down with the Flintstone connection, because they drop little shit in this cartoon. And they dropping little shit in this cartoon about how they took us over. The Masons came over here and took us over. It's dealing with Masonry, about how they conquered our land. All right, so this Albert Pike, he's a Frugalord, man. You can look at this guy. Look at this guy. This guy's a Frugalord. Here's a picture of him. So we're gonna make the connections. And keep in mind, these guys, the Flintstone Masonry, if you Google what it say about it, it's saying they call themselves the Buffalo Lodge. And buffaloes are native to America. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Buffaloes are native to America. So these guys got a blue hat on. Check that out. Representing the Blue Lodge. Because I'm reading right here in the Millennial Book on page 260 where Baba point out that the first 3 degrees is coming out of the Blue Lodge, right? So they had is blue. And then they had, it's a fez, really. And then it's got buffalo skin on it. And they got the buffalo horns. And keep in mind, buffaloes are native to America. We're gonna point some out. The connection between Oh, I'm loading my computer back up so I can see the chat too, man. I'm waiting on that to load back up. They call the Loyal Order of the Water Buffaloes. Check that out. Check that game out. And like we say, we repeat again, buffaloes are native to America. So why is the Frugal Lords, Fred Flintstone now, sitting up in a lodge with blue hats on, blue fezzes with a moon on it, like a moon, with buffalo hats on. And they call themselves the Order of the Buffalo. Let's read about these cats. Let's see. And keep in mind, Freemasons lay stone. So that's the stone part of it. The Flintstone is a firestone, or stone used to sharpen things. Keep that in mind. It's the Loyal Order of the Buffaloes. They're saying that it's fiction. We know there's no such thing as fiction. This is the same order that Wyatt Earp and them niggas was a member of, those Frugal Lords, to come and take and kill our buffaloes. That's how they took us out. They starved us out. That was part of it, by taking out our buffaloes, killing them for their skin. Right? The order itself has been around for quite some time, apparently since the days of the forefathers hunting and mighty warrior buffaloes. See what I'm saying? They dropping hints right here on this shit about how it's connected to America, how the Frugal Lords is connected to coming to America and under the skies of masonry, and it's coming after our food source, which is buffalo. It's a connection here. There you go, Hakeem. And if you read about them, it says that they got the same little things as the lodge, like where it says it says right here, it goes back, it says club name. Its interior usually appears as a large auditorium or theater where the members sit and listen to the orders and schedules made by a grand poobah who stands behind a podium. So it's like the grand worshiper master right there. All right. And it goes on to where they actually conduct business and then break into refreshments and what they would call like entertainment or something, and drink cactus juice and play poker and things. And they go bowling together and shit like that. So the Grand Punte is the best soul and leader of the order. And then so all these, the Grand Punte, that's what they're really saying. So it's dealing with masonry. Hold on, my computer ain't coming back on. See what I'm talking about? They playing real serious guy. I know this joint pull up good, man. It's got power. Come on, man. What's going on here? I ain't getting no signal on the computer. Trying to get cut off and ain't coming back on. Ain't that some shit? Oh, there you go, right there. Hey, we back. I'm giving this, trying to get the chat loaded up, man. Yeah, but they go in, if you go check them out, man, you know, the Loyal Order of the Water Buffaloes. We had the water buffaloes, Native Americans. So what they telling you. And these Frugal Lords, it's the one that came over and took our buffalo. Bedrock. What they telling you, man? They telling you that we gave them masonry out the caves. We already told you about that. Going back to ancient Kemet with the Hyksos. See, they telling you their stories right in these cartoons about what they're about. Rules. They got rules in their lodge. Go back and check out that cartoon, man, with the Flintstones. The brother Raw Haynes might can see more in the pictures. They got different little pictures where they hitting little symbols and shit. See how they sitting in the Grand Lodge? Look at this. Look at that. They even shaking each other's hand. Masonic handshakes. Right there in the cartoon. What are they telling you, man? By saying that the Frugal Lords is the blue, because it's in control of the Blue Lodge, and their whole game is coming after the Moors and stealing their buffalo. That's what they're telling you. And they do it at night because they rocking the moon. And these dudes been got up a level and put them a sun on top of the moon. So they showing you that they Shriners. That's a Shriner symbol in cartoon form. Some kind of ancient symbol. Check that out. The moon and the sun. Look at this shit, man. Look, he must be the grand Putinba. Yeah, he is the grand Putinba. So he got like a crown on his head, and then he got I guess that'd be a mallet to call the laws into order. They're doing all this shit right into and we're gonna be breaking down some more stories like the Three Little Pigs. The Three Little Pigs. One built his house out of this right here is a Masonic story, Three Little Pigs. One built his house out of hay or straw. One built his house out of wood, and the best one built his house out of stone, because masonry is dealing with stonework. You know what I'm saying? And a bad wolf came to huff and puff and blow these Three Little Pigs' house down. They've been running these games for the longest on the little kids, teaching you about themselves. See, we already was building our house out of stone before they came out of the caves. They built their house out of straw. They built their house out of wood. They still building houses out of wood. And then but the best build his house out of brick. Three Little Pigs. We're gonna be kind of breaking some of these stories down. But we're dealing with the Flintstones right now. The Frugal Lords, who came to the surface to get us out of off our square. And Fred is the leader of these people. We got pictures of them. We showed you pictures of them right here. He's a Frugal Lord. Albert Pike. I'm gonna show you. And Horace Greeley is the dude that wrote all the Nubians and rewrote history for the Moors and things to write us out of history. Let me show you. These are some Frugal Lords. And they mostly, most of them, the ones that got the beards, they most hybrids. They hybrids. Horace Greeley, he a Frugal Lord. You can see him right there. Look at him. He the one that went on the New York Tribune and started writing stuff out of history. And he's a Mason. You can tell how he's sitting. The guy's a Mason. He with that same clan with Albert Pike, the Flintstones, who came to steal our land. They came from the Flintstones live in caves and on the side of and so they telling you who they are, and then they telling you that they came with the Buffalo joint. Hold on, let me get the chat pulled up, man. My computer's still loading up. That's how they doing it, man. But Horace Greeley is a Frugal Lord, and it's going back to these Flintstones, the Blue Lodge, who use these Yabba, who some of their passwords is Yabba Dabba Do. Yabba Dabba Do. Because there's a whole bunch of cartoon shit and ain't the real shit, the real craft of Amin-Ra. We was the first Landstone. Somebody tell me in the chat, man. I'm getting the chat pulled up right now. Somebody tell me in the chat, why is they wearing fez with buffalo? Why is they wearing a British Guard hat, man, with the buffalo horns on it? Why is they called the Buffaloes? Water Secret Society. So what they telling you? They after our water and our buffaloes. That's how they got us. That's how they got control of our land, by stealing our water and our buffaloes. Because the Native American brothers told me From one, look, they blocking this. They blocking the chat. Oh, let me try to load it up again. But so the water, they go to our water, which explains why, and the water is purified the waterfalls. So they set up military bases and forts around the waterfalls in America. So a lot of these bases got waterfalls on them. Why? Because we put our buffalo meat behind the waterfalls. We as Native Americans put our buffalo meat behind the waterfall to keep it cool. So that's why they saying the water. They're dealing with the waterfall. Hey, if you want to show me some love, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We back at you again. Y'all get a game with another banger. We stand on you. We ain't letting you get a chance to get up. We actually pulling you up. We ain't giving you a chance to get up. We're just snatching you right up off the ground, right into it. Trying to put you in the game real fast and in a hurry. So why is they wearing buffalo hats? Why are they part of the Buffalo clan? And buffaloes are native to America. And they talking about our water. So they was went after our water. These Flintstones, their whole job probably was to come over and steal our water, our fresh water, and take our buffalo. That take us out of business right there. They make us sell our land off just to get some food back from them, just to get some of that buffalo meat that we had at those waterfalls where they actually sent military people to surround to starve us out and steal our land. So that's what we're dealing with, man. Let me see, can I get the chat loaded up? All right, there you go, right there. Hey, shout out to the brother Sunrise in the building. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. So if you remember this episode of you remember this episode. Hey, what you just did, brother? Come on, be cool. Yeah, you got this stuff on your hands. Hold on, go get me a towel. Get me a towel from over there. Right there. Right there. Wipe all your hands on that. Yeah, so just go look it up, man. They call themselves the Buffalo guys. Here you go, right here. The Loyal Order of Water Buffalo. See, this right here shit is a code. They telling us some kind of code. And like I say, buffaloes are native to America. That's one key. Another key is we had good water over here. So these frugal lords, we busted them already, shaking hands, Masonic handshake. You know that these Flintstones then wipe their damn hands and wipe their ass when they were taking the dump. So that's why we didn't do handshakes with these suckers anyway. I don't want to handshake your hand anyway because you didn't wipe your goddamn ass. You know what I mean? Straight wipe your hands after you got through dropping the deuce. I don't want to shake your hand. You know what I'm saying? I dap you up though. You know what I'm saying? I dap you up. But I don't know, man. You just might could have just pulled one of them Adolf Hitler joints. Like what Sinclair brothers said about Adolf Hitler. He shook his hand and then wiped his he took a dump and then wiped his hands, and his hands smelled like butt crack. His hands smelled like butt crack when he shook his hand. So I don't want to shake your damn hand no more. The shaking hand days is over with all the shit that's going around. Shaking hands is over. I don't know what you just got through doing when you could have just wiped your damn. You could have did just anything with your fingers. Like Clinton when he said smell my finger. Right? He was part of these same guys. You know, these water buffalo guys who came and steal our buffalo and steal our water. Because the water wasn't polluted over here. Now it's polluted. So now we as Native Americans, we got to go buy water from the store just to get some good water. Can't even drink the water out the faucet, almost. Even though some of that water is 7.5 neutral on the scale, but it's got chlorine and other kind of chemicals in it. So they didn't put all the poisons in our water. The water buffalo guys, right? The Blue Lodge guys, the guys who wear our fez in secret and shake hands, and then wipe their hands before they made their handshakes. I wonder I wonder in these lodges now, do they put disinfectant on your hand before you go, before they teach you all those handshakes? Yo, this shit is as clear as day. Look at, why would they make that shit blue, man? They know what they're telling us. Why would they talk about our buffalo and water? They know what they're telling us. These guys sit in secret and plot to hustle us out of our buffalo. And buffalo could translate now to Angus and all kind of other like the dairy cows and all that. We didn't use cows for dairy. We didn't use cows for dairy. Right? Yeah, we don't do no more handshaking. Right? You hit your sign, your do guard, and we go about your business. We don't gotta shake hands. I ain't shaking nobody's hands no more with the Lions group or none of that. You could have just got through digging in your ass right before you walked up, and then I'm gonna give you a secret handshake, so my hands can smell like butt crack after the fact. Nah, it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous. But this what your masonry is all about on this side of town, on this side, on this Western hemisphere. And they lay in stones, which is why they call the Flintstones. And they really just discovering fire and shit. These guys, because we taught them about fire. They was in the caves, walking around on all fours, getting licked by the dog, getting their swords licked by the dog. And we lifted them up. We squared them off. And they would pay us by stealing our buffaloes and poisoning our water. What kind of game is this? Is being played? A lot of this shit might go over people's head, because the young elder got to talk in parables, piece by piece. We ain't no Flintstone Masons. No, we the real deal. We lay real stone, and we ain't out to jack nobody. We have to teach them how to build. So hey, check out that cartoon, man, and listen to what they say about certain things. Like in one of the episodes, Fred Flintstone's his mother-in-law said something about that that he hang out, that these beings that he hanging out with with these hats on, that they Neanderthal. And then Fred Flintstone replies that we don't accept Neanderthal no more. Because a lot of people we got out, we evoluted past the Neanderthal. Admitting in the movie that these people come out of the caves, they Neanderthals, and that they needed masonry. We gave them a little bit of masonry, a little bit of the stonework, so they could build. We taught them how to. At first, they was burying their dead and covering them with stone on the mountain. That's why it became known as Caucus Mountain, because they were just laying the carcass all over the mountains. And they got a group, a politician group in America called the caucus. See, it's coming out from these Blue Lodge guys, and it goes all the way back. So they was in the caves, and we pulled the Moors went and pulled them up. The Moors went and pulled them up. That's why they wearing the fez, which is like a British Guard hat. It's like the same hat as your drum major wear. That leads the band. I mean, once you get high enough, they give you one of those batons too. Once you get high enough in masonry, that's why you're dealing with the peanut guy. But these beings telling you that they frugal lords coming up out of the caves, and they Flintstones, and this is dealing with the Western Hemisphere as most too, because some of these beings came up out of Mount Sasha. So I bet the Flintstones connect back with Mount Sasha, because some of these beings came up out of there, like the Bill Gates types. And Bill Gates, they know about that. These frugal lords know about the computer in the center of the earth, the supercomputer. So it's tied in with that too. It's a whole bunch of shit going on right before our eyes, right in the cartoons. Let me pull that back up. Man, I can't wait till my wife get here because she's supposed to be bringing me some of these, some fruits and things. We usually don't eat fruits this late, but that's not gonna be like our dessert tonight, like some peaches and grapes and things. Huh, King? Oh, there you go. Why you trying to be funny, dude? Dude, this dude funny, man. So hello, we're going back to the Fled Flintstone joint, man, because a lot of this stuff going up gonna go over people's head. But we cracking the codes. We cracking the codes. Dave, in the building, you want to show us some love, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. And if you want, don't do the super chat. We're gonna put the Cash App in the links. The Young Elder. We take $1, $5, $10, whatever you got. Also, the PayPal me at The Young Elder. Also, we got the book sale, donation for $50 donation still going on. If you want to get that joint, just leave your email and a link. And we're doing a book called The Order of the Owls. So that's why a lot of this stuff that we're talking about the masonry is going to be in the book of The Order of the Owls. And they hoping that we don't get a chance to get that book out, but we're going to get a chance to get it out. The Order of the Owls. Well, we're going to break down. We got every single book that they put out on their shit. I guarantee you, bro. It's a lot of. I got the witchcraft books, all that. Like the 36. I got the Scottish rites, York rites. We even got the tablets that they stole to create this order. So we in the building, man. We ain't playing no games. But why is the Flintstones sporting a buffalo? Talk about they buffaloes. They the water buffalo guys. The loyal order. And it's really dealing with shrinery and Knights of Templar, because the Bat Masterson them were Knights of Templar, and they were coming over here to control, to steal our buffalo, to run them off the cliff, to skin them and leave the meat right into the and these buffalo were ceremonial creature to us as Native Americans over here in America. So why is these flugoloids coming to the surface to steal our buffaloes and to pollute our water? And it's a loyal order of these beings that do this, right? According to this cartoon. Can you dig it? So what y'all think about that, man? What you see? If you drop some in the chat, if you see more in the and what these guys got. Look at what was his name? Barney. He doing some kind of hand signal right there. And they holding a square. Look at it. They got their feet in a square. Somebody see some more stuff? They doing Masonic signs and symbols right there up in the damn cartoon. Come on, man. We got them. Somebody say Young Elder. Somebody in the crowd say Young Elder, get these niggas. They holding a square right there on the damn thing, man. Telling you that we taught these people how to stand up right. We taught these people out of the caves. See, this is a part of Masonry they ain't telling you. We brought these people out of the caves and taught them this. They were Flintstones. They were people who dressed like this, man. Called the Frugaloids. Yaku's drafted beings. And we lifted them up and taught them a little, squared them off, showed them how to be civil. And that's why they're able to go into they Blue Lodge, or they brought a buffalo spot, right? Like they say right here in the they would go in there and they had to be civilized and play poker and drink cactus juice, right? Yeah, look at their feet. I said that, right? Look at the feet. The feet is they hitting the the square. So they said they go in here and they take refreshments and drink cactus juice and play poker. That's like civilized activities. Conduct business after the formal business. Yeah, so this is all these niggas is all this is all masonry, bro. The blue is representing the blue lodge, the blue side. Because remember, Rod Haynes said you got the blue side, you got the red side. Blue is the fastest traveling color. Well, not necessarily violet is in this particular dimension, but blue is faster than red. You know what I'm saying? Red is the slowest, one of the slowest, but in this particular dimension, because it's colors that's slower than red. You know what I'm saying? The fastest and slowest color really is dark, black, dark matter, right? So we got them, man. They masonry come out of the caves, and it come from us raising them up and teaching them. Because even if you go watch the cartoons, they show you that in the cartoons. Us teaching some damn caveman how to square themselves off and become 90 degrees and talk to us like man, talk to God face to face. That's why that Bible shit is about them. It's their shit. We was the gods that they had to come to and talk to face, like a friend talked to a friend. Moses was amongst these people. They got their own Moses. Our Moses' name is Thutmose. He was a pharaoh, but they got their own Moses, and Moses had to get himself squared off 90 degrees in ancient Kemet in order to talk to God face to face, as a friend talked to a friend. Because we didn't talk to peasants, we didn't talk to people that were dumb as a box of rocks. The pharaoh didn't want to talk to you. We in the higher crafts didn't want to talk to people who didn't know what we had going on as far as the knowledge. So they had to be squared off. They had to be taught certain handshakes to know what level they was on. But who was shaking their hand? Because I know I wasn't. No, they didn't wipe their ass. No caveman didn't wipe their ass. You know what I'm saying? So we don't shake hands with caveman. Hey, shout out M Hotep. Shout out to brother Randy. Shout out to brother all the brothers that hooked me up, man. Simmons. Hey, so we didn't shake hands with these suckers, man. So where you get your handshakes from? Cause we ain't shaking hands with barbarians, with cavemen, with people who come out of the damn caves and sitting up here talk about they got some Mason, and they pass that shit down to you. You really like the people that's over here that's doing masonry that ain't part of the moral science masonry. They doing Flintstone rituals, Flugelord, Neanderthal rituals. You're doing that's why all the penalties are Neanderthal penalties: slitting your throat, cutting your tongue out, pulling your eye, ripping your eyeballs out, ripping your two balls in the cane off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, some people that shit might go over your head. Yeah, Moses was Neanderthal. See, these are Neanderthal. That's why Freemason is so barbaric over here in the Western Hemisphere, because it was started by the same people who are Neanderthal Frugal Lords, Albert Pike now. And so all their rituals are barbaric. But you got to be hung by the neck, or you got to be your throat got to be slit, or your tongue got to be pulled out, or your small intestines got to be cut out. All barbaric caveman type penalties. We didn't have those type of penalties. Our penalties were more of your generation. Like if you did something against the order, your generation would be cursed. 4 generations. We'll curse 4 generations of your family. So that like the rules that we had were like more like esoteric, more etherical type things. Like we told them when they went into the tombs, when these Masons went into the tomb, because these same Neanderthal Frugal Lords went into the tombs in ancient Kemet. They're the ones that really was doing the digging, funding the digging to get all of our gold. This is what the gold rush is about, the Flintstones, right? Get our golds out of our tombs. And they was also eating the grinding up the caucus and making certain types of medicine out of it that they believed that would give them our knowledge and our technology to just eat it, consuming it. It's a book out there 15 pointed out. It's called Cannibals and something. I can't think of the name of it right now. But 15 pointed it out. So they go over there and dig us up, getting our gold out, and try to get our knowledge. Because they know that their masonry came out of ancient Kemet. And they still looking for that second password, that third password of the master. They only got to the second degrees. But it's definitely some connection that they shooting us in this, some connection between the Flintstones and the information that they're giving us, especially with them wearing a buffalo, wearing a certain type of hat that they wear, a buffalo hat. Why you got to be the water buffalo guys? You know what I'm saying? If it ain't something about Jack and the Native Americans, who because buffaloes is native to America, not to Africa. So who was some of the first people that come over to America, Caucasians, besides the slaves, as free beings? Well, the Masons, the Freemasons. See, we not Freemasons. We don't got to put free on the front of our name. Moors don't got to put free on the front of their name. We was already born free. We are the free. So the first people to come over here freely were the Freemasons, and they were Frugal Lords who've been taught masonry by the Moors. That's why they wearing a fez. That's why they get the buffalo, and they come over here to steal the buffalo. That's why buffalo is they headed has got the buffalo fur on it and the buffalo horns, and then they got a moonlight on it. That's a dealing with navigation at night. Dealing with then you might see them if they get a level up, they go with the sun on top of the as they step up a notch, they go with the sun up there. So they learn how to navigate. Who taught them how to navigate? The Moors. And a lot of times we really didn't teach them. We really gave misdirection and a lot of stuff. So a lot of times when they came over here, the Moors were the ones that brought them. We let them free. Yeah, we pretty much gave the Moors pretty much taught them and raised them up so they could dress with his buffalo hat and talk shit to you right in your face in codes by them having that blue hat with the buffalo fur, with the fez, with the buffalo horns on. So what they telling you? The Moors was over here. The Moors had buffaloes. We came out to their buffaloes in water. That's pretty much saying. And we got a secret order that's after this. And Bat Masterson, who was these beings who were part of this order, is the ones that was doing the work. And Jackson James robbing Native American banks. Masons robbing Native American banks. Knights of Templar robbing Native American banks so they can steal our wealth. This shit is big, man. This shit is big. We can go on and on for days and days telling you the part of all these different components of the game. Yeah, Tahuti, let me tell you what happened, because it goes to the add to the it adds to the story of Atlantis. When we left Atlantis, we went to ancient Kemet and we set up a school there. Then Tahuti left ancient Kemet. He traveled all over ancient Kemet. Then he went to Asia, to India, and started teaching over there the science of building the pyramids. That's why all the big people, you can see the development stages in there. They even got pyramids in China. And then he left there and went all the way up into Russia, back over into Great Britain. He traveled to the Houthi, traveled all 24,000 square miles of the planet. As far as going around the equator, and he pretty much traveled more than all 196 square million miles of the planet, going around teaching. So Tahuti was in America, Tahuti was in China, Tahuti was in ancient Kemet, Tahuti was in Atlantis, Tahuti was in Australia. He traveled all around the world, teaching the people and popping up out of nowhere. Yeah, but we just want to bring that to you, man. I don't know how long we've been on, but this was the night class. We just if you see something else you can look at and point out in the pictures of these suckers, we got them. You know, we gonna keep after them until they come out and come clean. You was in the cave. We came and looked, squared you off, put a board in your back, gave you a fork and a spoon, showed you about fire. That's why you call it Flintstones. We showed you how to cut. We showed them. They weren't sophisticated enough to start mummifying they people yet. See, we knew how to mummify people and put them in tombs. So we had to gradually teach them. First thing we taught them is they cover their people with stones. Go cover these people with stones. So they started covering their people with rocks, burying their people, covering them with rocks. And then after they got a little bit more advanced, then we started telling them how to embalm and put the herbs and spices. But they still didn't do that. They just put them inside of after a while, they put their people inside of a box, a pine box, and put them and just lay them in there with a nice suit on and put them into the ground. Then now they embalming people now over here in America. They embalming people and putting them in a coffin now. But we still mummified our people and put them in a tomb. And that was an ancient Egyptian thing as far as how we preserve the DNA, because we knew that we can get DNA off of that bones and bring these people back, reincarnate. And the rich people of this Blue Lodge, of these Scottish Rites guys, they got so much money, right? The bankers, they got so much money that they running out of things to amuse them. They run out of things to amuse them. So they do crazy shit like go dig up dinosaur bones and pull DNA off of it and then reanimate these beings on a secret island. They do shit like go dig up ancient Egyptian pharaohs and then take DNA off the bones and then clone this being and bring them back and then put them onto the movie scene or put them as the president. Right, one of the presidents is a reincarnation of some of the presidents beings they brought back, and they can alter their color and some of them they can alter the way they look in their DNA to make them more whiter. This is the type of shit that's going on, man. But like I say, if you want to show us some love, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, man. And before I get off, I want to see what else y'all see with this cartoon. Look, they even got the women order. Look at the women. I forget to get his wife name, but they even got the Eastern Star Order right here in the damn Flintstones. And this is connected with the Yaku thing, because remember Yaku is the draft. He drafted these beings. He taught them tricknology. He taught them this, but they lost their ways when we kicked them out of ancient Kemet. See, they were taught technology. That's really all they knew. And then when they came to ancient Kemet, they was learning a little bit. And then once they started trying to use their technology on us, like you can hear hippos from 700 miles away. Come on, man, that's all fucking. You a liar. And you know way you can hear hippos from 700 miles away down the Nile. So they did shit like this. So we kicked them out of the land. And then they fell down and started going into the caves to eat raw meat and just start doing all kind of acts of we can't get into talk about the nasty stuff they was getting into, but about the animals, doing the things with the animals and all that. And that's why they got this type of thing. And then so they coming back and they showing you that hey, this is dealing with the Blue Lodge is dealing with the niggas that's in the Blue Lodge, which is over here in America. They dealing with stealing our buffaloes and poisoning our water. Right there, they telling you right there in the Flintstone, the Water Buffalo Clan. So we just wanted to hit you with that one, man, and see where your head's at with it. Tahuti symbol on their head, the crescent moon. Yeah, that's right. The crescent moon and the dot. Yeah, for it can represent the pineal gland of the sun. Right, that's right. The same as the Shriner symbol where they got the crescent moon under the symbol with the sun. So they telling you something right there. Look at Marge. She hitting a Eastern Star sign or a Knights of Templar sign where it's like Jesus on the cross. right? Or it's like a certain type of symbol. And look at I think there's well, I forget her name. That's Fred's wife, and then that's Bonnie's wife. But look at how she doing her. Look how she doing her hands. Bonnie's wife, how she got them on her hips. So that means that's a sign. That's a sign. That's a symbol that she hitting right there. That's Masonic right there. How she got her fingers pointed down, right? And she hitting the FU sign. And she got a blue water buffalo hat on. Yeah, this is they out, man. They think they slick right here. And they think they slick, bro. But we travelers, and we can pick them off. We can pick them out of the lineup. She got her elbows in like a square, right? And then she got the finger sign going down. What's she saying, man? With the blue large hat on, with the buffalo, with the star and the crescent on her head. And then you got her legs probably in the square, got her hands out like she being hung on the cross. There's some kind of, hey man, I wish I had Raw Haynes on right now where he could call out some shit on this. Call it like he call it like he see it. You know? But we're about to get ready to get out of here, man. We just wanted to bring that to you. We don't want to, we hit you with 3 classes today. We're gonna be hitting you with 3 more tomorrow, probably. We non-stop in the building. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, man. Get them some, we got 128 people in this building. Hit the like so we can get them that algorithm going, man. Clipped her, scarf to flip you off too. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Tower, like how you say your name. So her scarf has got some kind of thing going on. We got a triangle type thing. And yeah, then it's flipping you off. Look at it. They slick, they hide little shit like that in them cartoons, right? So your subconscious mind is picking all this up. They playing games on your subconscious. Your subconscious mind is seeing all this, saying water buffaloes, blue hat. The way she doing her hands. You seeing the way Fred and them shooting shit in they little thing. To go pull Fred and them up. Yeah, Fred and them hitting some shit right there, right? They holding they square. He got his hands down to his side, facing back. That's a Masonic sign. That's a Masonic gesture. That's actually a dugard, right? That's actually a dugard he hit. Both of them hitting a dugard to different parts of they buffalo water lodge. Meeting at midnight. They meet at 12 o'clock midnight when the moon is out at its highest. Check that out. Man, you need to go to this thing and Google this shit and then read about the Buffalo Lodge and see the game. See the game. Oh, so yeah, we back, man. I'm sorry about that. My wife called me. Hey, so yeah, man, we pointing them out, bro. Letting them know what time it is. What do you see? What do you think about it? We want you to take that and run with it, man. People do tapes on it. Call out these frugaloids, these cavemen. That's what they really are. They are not the real master masons. They are fellow craftsmen who parading around as masters. We the master. We the master. They're not the master. They don't got the glow. We got the glow. We the ones that's pulling the new information. We the ones that's pulling out the new ideas. That's what that flag represent. That Moorish flag. Like I was gonna tell you. Let me say this before I get off, because let me say this before I get off. About the Moorish flag. This flag right here represents a certain bloodline of gods. This flag represents a certain bloodline of us. Let me show you, because people say that a lot of people diss the flag, but they don't know really. They know a little bit about the flag, and they say, "Oh, this ain't the original flag," and it is a flag. There's old flags that we had that's older than this flag. But this flag represents, the red represents blood, our bloodline, and the green star represents new ideas. It represents the beings that can bring in new ideas, the green beans, the fresh beans, uh, right? The green beans, right? And they got a damn bean called the green bean, right? Eat you some green beans. Eat you some, man, look, we're gonna eat green beans right now. Green beans, cabbage, and what else she got? Black rice, and I think she got green beans, cabbage, black rice, and broccoli. So we're gonna eat that right now. Steamed broccoli, steamed cabbage, steamed right now. Steamed green beans, because we the green beans. Yeah, but this star represents the beings who were the alchemists, the beings who had an alchemic bloodline. The beings, we are the beings who was the naturals. We are the naturals, the Netarus. This flag represents the flag of the Netarus, because we are the beings who could come and create the new shit. We are the real alchemists. They would term it as witchcraft, which is why they use this same star in witchcraft, because they know it's a magical star. It's dealing with magnetism. It's dealing with ancient Kemet. It's dealing with us as Moors. It's dealing with us as our bloodline, as the real alchemists, the real witches and warlocks. That's what they call us, witches and warlocks. And then some of this stuff got incorporated into masonry as well. But that green, the 5.72 degrees, yeah, you can go into more detail on it, because there's a lot of different perspectives on it. Miller L. You can go into more detail on it, like it represents the physical body of a woman. It still represents the feminine energy, with it being arm, leg, head, right? So like the 5 point, I self, Lord, am master, truth, justice, and equality, right? It can go, you go into it, you know what I'm saying? You can really break it down and go into more detail, but I'm telling you, originally, this right here, flag represents our blood. The red represents the blood, our bloodline. Our bloodline is that we are the ones that were the real Illuminati, the real creators, the real gods, the ones that were bringing the new technology and new information in, and the leading correspondence on science, math, medical, uh, making all kind of personal hygiene products. We the ones that went in, the Moors are the ones that went in and saved them in the Dark Age and the Renaissance age with our different chemicals that we had, such as bleach. We came out with bleach. We came out with the baking soda. We was the ones that started putting these first things together, starting we knew the thing difference between alkaline and acidics. The Moors, we are the scientists. We're the ones that set up the educational system, which is why you wear a fez and a damn you dress like a Moor when you graduate from your school. All your teachers is up there dressed like Moors when you graduate from school, because we are the we are the leading educators, right? We are the leading educators. And so we messed up though. We messed up by bringing the devil and taking the devil out of the cave and bringing him around the world and lifting them up and giving them a little bit of the square business, giving them a little bit of the square business. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get ready to get out of here, man. So we just want to bring that to you, and just to see where your head's at, you know, just to see where your head's at. So we're gonna get up out of here, man. Peace and love, and thanks to everybody, because I'm trying to raise $200 more so I can take care of my electric bill, man. Electric bill is so high this month, you can't even handle it. $347 electric bill, man. So I'm gonna, and I wish I had my own house, because what I do is I tint these windows so to stay cooler in here. But some kind of way we losing air, losing cabin pressure, man. So they're running the electric up on everybody's electric bill high as hell for this month. For the hottest, it's gonna be higher than that next month. for August, one of the hottest months. Really, it's gonna start to get higher and higher because the way they doing electricity is going out, and we all need to start converting to solar energy. So eventually, when I get enough money, I'm gonna convert my house to solar energy. So that way I can go be with the new sun phase, and I ain't gotta worry about a high electric bill. Anybody that ain't moving to the fifth dimensional technology is gonna be stuck with all these high ass bills. So we gotta learn how to hook up solar energy and shit like that. We knew these things. We use these things in ancient Kemet. This flag represent those beings who knew this knowledge. You know, my cash app is the young elder. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now, man, for you. Right. So we dropping this science on you, left and right, non-stop. Be sure to go check. And if you want to do a PayPal, you can PayPal me at the young elder as well. The young elder. So, man, we just want to point these things out with you, man. Don't let them trick you, right? Don't let them make you think that they know they superior because they going to a Blue Lodge or they going to a Prince of Hall Lodge, think they got something going. We gonna teach you everything they know and some. They probably on here listening right now trying to figure out what we gonna say next, right? Yeah, I got that too. Vmo too. The young elder. Or you can type in my name. It's spelled like this. Type in my name on there, and you can pull me up. And it's my name on PayPal too. Yeah, so we want to thank all you brothers for looking out for us. You know, so we can stay above the game. So we're gonna be coming back at you again, man. We're gonna keep you busy. Tomorrow we'll be back we got some more topics. I already got the topics. I already put it on the Zoom already. All I gotta do is click on it and start talking about it. But this was one of the topics that was coming up, so we just clicking on topics, talking about them. Flintstones, Masonry. So we signing out, man. We love you all. Islam, Hotep, peace, divine love, Ashud throughout the divine universe. To all. Wadu.